Hello and welcome to Monmouth in Focus, a program about the services and functions of Monmouth County government. I'm Cynthia Scott, your host for Monmouth in Focus. And today we are joined by Ryan Zaharchik, who is the most recent past chairman of the Eastern Monmouth Area Chamber of Commerce. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us here on Monmouth in Focus.
Thank you for having me.
So, Ryan, let's talk a little bit about what chambers of commerce are.
Sure. Chambers of commerce are collections of businesses, small, medium, and large, that work in and operate in a specific regional area that come together to provide resources for each other and for the community.
Great networking.
Great networking. Absolutely.
And you are the past chairman of the Eastern Monmouth Chamber of Commerce. What is that? What areas?
We represent basically the Eastern Monmouth area, which represents from Tinton Falls all the way over to the shore, Seabright, in that area.
Right. So we have two of them. We have a Western Monmouth and an Eastern Monmouth.
There's actually 16 chambers at my last count in Monmouth County. So there are chambers that represent larger regions, smaller regions. Some represent individual towns, but there's numerous, and they all provide resources for their specific region.
And can you be a member of several?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Many people are.
And so how does it work, basically, when you run a chamber of commerce? Do you need people to sign up, or? Sure.
Membership is certainly one of the most important facets of our chamber. We're nothing if we don't have members to work together to help each other. And it's similar to the fax machine. If you have one fax machine, it's useless. Having numerous members, the more members we have, the more pervasive the work that we can do. So it's very important to us to get numerous members, but more importantly, it's very important to us to provide resources for that membership so that they get value out of it and that we can then go out and help the community.
Exactly. So how would a member benefit from a chamber of commerce?
There's numerous benefits. First of all, networking, which is the first thing that most people think of when they think of chambers of commerce. And we have events, multiple events a month, and then we have our large events a couple times a year where there's fantastic networking where you can not only meet other business owners in your area, but also heads of state and governors and your representatives. Very, very important way to connect. But there's more than that. There's also educational opportunities, how to learn to grow your business. We have a mentorship program so that you can work with someone to help you grow your business if you're just starting out. We have marketing resources. We have scholarships for children of chamber members, so family members of chamber members. So there's all kinds of great resources that we provide. Sure.
And what sets the Eastern Chamber of Commerce apart from others?
Well, first and foremost, we're one of the largest in Monmouth County, which in and of itself is a huge value because there's a lot more people that you can work with that can provide resources for you. But also, I consider our chamber very dynamic. We're out there trying to work with the other chambers, so we all really work together. We're also trying to continually think, how can we improve the experience for our members? How can we provide more resources for the businesses in our community? And how can we improve our community as a whole?
And I would imagine a lot of business owners are members, but you don't just have to be a business owner, correct?
That's correct. You don't have to be a business owner. Anybody can join a chamber of commerce.
Anybody can join. I mean, even if let's say somebody lives in Western Monmouth, can they join the Eastern Monmouth one?
Sure, and it happens all the time. If you are in a specific area where your business is run and you want to expand, it's very common that you would expand and become a member of a chamber in a different area, the area that you want to expand into.
And so do you meet a few times a month? Do you meet once a month? Does it depend?
It depends on the membership, and each member can make the choice. We have networking events at least twice a month, so we always have something going on twice a month. We have our monthly events, which occur regularly, but like I said, we have our big events multiple times a year, and it's up to each member how many times they want to come out, how many times they want to meet people, learn something new to help improve their business, or get involved in a community event.
Right, and you also have speakers come as well.
Absolutely. Education is a big component of what we try to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And even people that are looking for jobs can be members of the chamber, and that's important in this day and age. With the economy still struggling, I would imagine that it's a great networking tool.
It's very common. We have our chamber breakfast, and everybody gets a chance to stand up and talk for 30 seconds about what they do, and it's very typical that someone will stand up and say, I'm looking for work, here's what I do. If you know somebody or you're hiring someone like me, I'm here.
So how does somebody get involved in the chamber? Obviously shows like this help.
Sure. It's, basically going to the website, emec.org, emacc.org, or calling our offices is really the easiest way to get involved, and our staff there can talk you through sort of how things work, and we have some great people on staff there. But talking to other business owners and finding out what works for them, and saying, hearing from other people that, yeah, I've been a part of the chamber for in some cases 80 years.
Wow.
And it really has helped grow my business and create what I am today. Those are the things that really drive membership to our doors.
Absolutely. Word of mouth.
Word of mouth, absolutely.
Yeah. And Ryan, when it comes to putting the chamber together, a lot of work goes into that. You're the past chairman.
Sure.
How did you get involved with it?
It's a funny story. I was sitting. I started my business, and within 3 months, I had my sitting down with my mother, and she said, when I was in business, I joined the Chamber of Commerce. You should do the same. So again, word of mouth, like we talked about. And I walked in the door. And I actually joined 3 chambers at the time, and I walked in the door of the Eastern Monmouth, joined, and I just love what they did and the people that were involved there. And I sort of had consolidated my time to just being a part of one chamber, and that's what I do. Right.
Now, how many people make up the chamber when it comes to, I guess it was a board of directors?
Yeah, we have a board of directors, and that certainly fluctuates, but it's in the 20s. So we have a 20-plus person board, and then our membership is over 500. So it's a pretty dynamic group.
That's great. Over 500 people.
Sure.
Right. Looking for more always.
Always. Yeah. We could always use more. The more people, the more effective what we do is.
Do you also share ideas with other chambers? I mean, I would imagine that's somewhat of an important element.
Sure, absolutely. We're actually working as we speak to develop a alliance, if you will, of all the chambers of Monmouth County to work together to just share ideas and help each other grow, because we really don't see ourselves as competitors. We really see ourselves as, we work in this region, you work in that region, and why don't we just work with each other to make the experience better for everybody?
And you talk about businesses signing up. What types of businesses are we talking about?
Well, our businesses run the gamut. We have very, very large retail that everybody would know their names, and that have thousands and thousands of employees, and we have self-starters, somebody who just either got fired or left their job and started their own business and started from scratch, and that's basically where I was. We also have salespeople, so you don't have to own your own business. You could just want to be involved, want to meet people, and get involved in the chamber. And we have, we have individuals like you talked about. We have retirees who come out to chamber events just because they want to, meet people and have a, social organization to be a part of. So it really kind of runs all over the place, and from my standpoint as an individual business owner, I love the fact that it runs all over the place, because now I can meet the large companies, I can meet the heads of state, but I can also meet the small guy who's just starting out and might want a mentor to work with. So there's all kinds of people we get to meet.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Something that you're certainly are passionate about.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for having us.
All right. Great information there on the Eastern Monmouth County Chamber of Commerce. And if you need more information about it, please go to visitmonmouth.com. I'm Cynthia Scott. Have a great day, everyone.